4 months. Fans had been waiting for that one breakout moment that would finally define John Cena's heel turn, a moment to prove that this character change wasn't just a fleeting experiment but a reinvention of the most iconic figure in modern WWE history. Ever since the shocking turn that took place nearly 5 months ago, there had been glimpses of something special, but nothing had quite matched the intensity or storytelling weight of that original moment. That is, until the June 20th edition of SmackDown. What took place on that night wasn't just a great promo, it was the moment that cemented heel John Cena as something more than just a storyline twist. It was powerful, layered, nostalgic, and dangerously effective. In many ways, it finally delivered on the promise of this new version of Cena. The main event of the night saw Cena facing off against R-Truth. On paper, that matchup didn't seem like anything out of the ordinary, but what it led to was something far more significant. The match ended early and controversially when John Cena deliberately hit Truth with his title, causing a disqualification. This prompted CM Punk to make his way out, clearly looking to settle the score with Cena, but the situation quickly flipped in Cena's favor as he laid Punk out by putting him through a table. Then, Cena sat himself down literally and launched into a promo that instantly drew comparisons to one of the most famous moments in modern wrestling history, CM Punk's 2011 pipe bomb. What made this segment so special wasn't just the physicality or the parallels to the past, but the deliberate attention to detail. It was more than just a tribute, it was a mirror image. Back in 2011, CM Punk interrupted a John Cena main event against R-Truth, handed Truth the win, and sat cross-legged on the stage to deliver one of the most career-defining promos in WWE history. Fast forward to 2025, and this time it was John Cena in the CM Punk role, facing R-Truth in the main event. Once again, R-Truth picked up the win. Once again, a promo ended the show, but the roles had flipped. Cena had now become the pipe bomb thrower. Cena perched himself on the turnbuckle instead of the entrance ramp, but his words were crafted in a way that directly echoed Punk's original bombshell. He borrowed phrases and structure from that iconic moment but spun them to reflect his own narrative. He mocked the concept of CM Punk being the best in the world, instead insisting that he, John Cena, is the greatest of all time. He gave credit to Punk in one area, being the best BS artist in the industry, but everything else was direct criticism. There was even a symbolic fourth wall break as Cena called out Stu the cameraman by name, asking him to zoom in, an exact nod to what Punk did 14 years earlier. This was the first time Cena had acknowledged Stu since his heel turn. Longtime fans will remember that John used to share small, friendly words with Stu during his entrances when he was a babyface. But after turning heel, those little interactions disappeared until now. That subtle callback added depth to the segment. It showed how far Cena's character had come and how much of his past he was now weaponizing for this feud. He accused Punk of changing his values as quickly as Cena used to change his colorful t-shirts. He painted Punk as a hypocrite, saying the man who once stood against the corporate machine was now fully a part of it. Cena went as far as calling Punk Mr. TKO and a capitalist, someone who embraced everything he once claimed to hate. He then twisted the knife even deeper by saying no one was coming to save Punk because he had no allies left. Cena had stripped away every illusion that Punk had built around himself and exposed what he believed to be the truth. But the most shocking part of the entire promo was the live crowd's reaction. 4 months, they had booed John Cena, adjusting to this new, darker version of the man they once adored. But during this segment, something changed. The crowd started to cheer, slowly at first, then loudly, passionately, and Cena, never one to let a moment pass him by, noticed. He pointed it out, saying the fans may cheer and chant, but now they could finally see the truth. In just a few minutes, Cena had managed to win over the same audience that had rejected him just moments earlier. That wasn't just charisma, it was mastery. This single promo did what 5 months of heel John Cena's segments couldn't do. It gave the character weight, purpose, and direction. It was layered with insider references, emotional callbacks, and sharp character work that demanded attention. It reminded everyone that John Cena isn't just a name or a gimmick, he's a storyteller, and when given the right material, he can still turn a wrestling show into something unforgettable. His words weren't just lines, they were loaded grenades designed to blur the lines between fiction and reality. For a brief moment, everyone forgot this was a scripted show. It felt personal, raw, and undeniably real. More than anything, this segment reignited interest in the Cena vs. Punk feud. People were already looking forward to seeing these two veterans clash. But now the stakes felt personal and the story deeper. WWE finally gave the fans the kind of storytelling they've been craving for this heel Cena run, and hopefully, the overwhelmingly positive response from both the crowd and the online community is enough to show the company that this is the kind of content people want to see more of as Cena enters what may be the final stretch of his career. In the end, this wasn't just a great promo, it was a reminder of how powerful storytelling in wrestling can be when it's built on history, character, and emotional truth, and a reminder that John Cena, whether as the hero or the villain, still knows exactly how to control a room. If this is what we can expect from the rest of Cena's final run, then WWE may be about to give us one of the most compelling end chapters a superstar has ever had. It was another significant week for the ongoing story between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, with their dynamic continuing to evolve in unexpected and intriguing ways. After being eliminated by Asuka in the second round of the Queen of the Ring tournament, Alexa Bliss found herself in a tense confrontation backstage with Chelsea Green and her faction. The group approached Alexa, clearly still harboring resentment over recent run-ins, and things looked like they might escalate, but in a surprising twist, Charlotte Flair appeared to back Alexa up. Charlotte informed Chelsea that the two of them had a match scheduled for later that night, effectively ending the confrontation. Alexa was appreciative of the unexpected backup, but Charlotte immediately clarified that she didn't do it for Alexa, making it clear she still wanted to keep her distance. Later in the night, the match between Charlotte Flair and Chelsea Green took place, and it marked what seemed like a possible new direction for Charlotte's character. She was clearly positioned as the babyface in the match, going up against the heel Chelsea Green, and the fans responded to her that way. Charlotte picked up a clean win over Chelsea, but her victory was short-lived as Chelsea's entire group swarmed the ring and launched a post-match beatdown on her. That's when Alexa Bliss ran out, returning the favor from earlier in the night. She cleared the ring and stood by Charlotte's side, helping her fight off Chelsea's faction. In a moment filled with symbolic meaning, Alexa extended her hand to Charlotte for a handshake, a gesture of mutual respect and perhaps an offer to finally move forward together. But Charlotte refused to acknowledge it. She turned away and walked off without shaking Alexa's hand. On the surface, it seemed like a rejection, but in the context of their ongoing story, it was another sign of slow but steady character development. When Alexa first approached Charlotte weeks ago with the idea of teaming up, Charlotte rejected her flat out, unwilling to even entertain the idea. Now, she's stepping in to help Alexa backstage, facing off against heel factions, and standing on the right side of things, even if she won't fully embrace it yet. These moments of hesitation and denial are clearly part of a longer-term plan. By showing Charlotte repeatedly turning down Alexa, the story builds anticipation. The more Charlotte resists, the more impactful it will be when she finally accepts Alexa's partnership. It's a simple but effective storytelling tactic: build up the tension, keep the audience waiting, and when the payoff comes, it hits that much harder. When Charlotte eventually does shake Alexa's hand and the two officially unite, the crowd reaction will likely be massive. It's also becoming increasingly apparent that this entire storyline may be a strategic move by WWE to slowly transition Charlotte Flair into a full babyface role. Originally, there were reports that WWE wanted Charlotte to return as a babyface at the start of the year, but the crowd didn't buy into it, forcing them to adjust their plans. Now, through her interactions with Alexa and her growing conflict with heel factions like Chelsea Green's group, the creative team seems to be guiding the audience into organically cheering for Charlotte. Rather than forcing the alignment change, they're letting it happen naturally through storytelling, which is almost always more effective. And with Liv Morgan out of action and the women's tag team titles currently in limbo, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair teaming up could be a timely and meaningful addition to the division. The chemistry between the two, combined with their star power and in-ring ability, could instantly elevate the tag division. Whether or not tag team gold is in their future remains to be seen, but the foundation is being carefully laid. This story has plenty of potential, and fans are clearly invested in seeing where it goes next.